The
We haven't
bishop,
gone through ending the.
No, we haven't done any of that,
the bishop standing for the gospel,
no. Yep.
and you finish the gospel. Now, when you finish the gospel, you know to reverence the book, right?
No, we haven't gone through any of that.
Oh, you haven't? Okay. In your practice. So you practice the proclamation, you haven't practiced the
Reverence,
procedures.
you always reverence.
We've done it like
Yeah, when we do, we kiss the book. Yeah.
when we do weddings, and we've done the weddings and funerals and
Okay,
things.
we also said deacons lifting the book.
Well,
Not here yet.
again, local custom. What I do
What is
is
the norm? What is the norm?
the gospel of the Lord. The norm is to leave it in place and to kiss it where it is. To not raise it.
That is the norm.
That is the norm.
You'll see a lot of priests even will lift the book up, because that used to be the way it was.
Yeah.
Very much.
And what they say, my brothers and sisters, the gospel is that.
That is not in the right. Some people do that. I do that, but it's not in the right. The gospel of the Lord. Period. Father, give me your blessing. Period. Okay? It's the right way and the wrong way. Some things have become customary in some parishes, and you're welcome to follow those customs, depending on what your pastor and your liturgy committee have agreed upon. Okay? So you kiss the book, you go back to your place. If you have to cross the path of the altar, you stop and bow at the altar. You go back. You have a tabernacle behind the altar, you bow to the tabernacle. Not to the cross, you bow to the altar. So if there's a cross back there, a tabernacle somewhere else, you bow to the altar. If the tabernacle is back here and there is a cross, you bow to the tabernacle. And then you go back to your seat for the homily, unless your pastor sits down and expects you to do it. Now, if the bishop is there for confirmation and you're serving as deacon of the word, you finish here, you don't kiss the book. You take it to the bishop, however way, you don't bow here, remember you're carrying the book. You take it to the bishop, however, if it's the cardinal, you're up here. If the bishop, yeah, it's a bishop, so the bishop, you're way down here. He will take it from you, okay? And then you just step away. And then he'll bless the community with the book. Now the community should remain standing. Most of the parishes haven't adopted this. We're going to try to do it after Lent, starting with Easter. It's one of those little things you have to talk to your parish about. Then he will either give this to you or to one of the servers. What I usually do, the bishop comes rarely.
Sometimes the MC will take it too.
I'm sorry?
Sometimes the MC will take it. If it's a
Yeah, it depends on the situation. Again, local custom. And I use that term a lot because that's what you have to go with. You're going with what the customs and practices in your parish are. Everybody follows the same general rules and norms, but not everybody implements them the same way. So that's what you have to become accustomed to, how it's done in your parish. And then if you ever do serve at the cathedral in years to come, you'll have a special training course just for that, similar to what we're doing here, but it'll be just for serving, working as a station deacon at the cathedral. What I generally do, I'll get back to your question in a second. What I generally do is I'll leave the book open because I'll go back to my chair. I'll come back here for the prayers of the faithful. At the end of the prayers of the faithful is the end of the liturgy of the word. So I symbolically, after we're done with the closing prayer of the prayers of the faithful, I will symbolically close it with the Gospels. And just leave it there. You have questions?
You just answered it.
Okay.